Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. So, we start a game again. So, we got a game again. Yeah, I'm so happy. So, guess what? I am the AMDM Lee. This is my cup of coffee. And you're watching BridgeWater Nights. Wow. Oh, that's good coffee. Anyway. So, the party is back from Barovia. Defeating Strahd. Now, granted, my own version of what goes on in Barovia. What goes on in Barovia stays in Barovia. So, the party has back from Strahd. They've all had a full measure of health and restoration. So they have decided to head towards the Tipsy Drow to see Mathis, their good friends Mathis and Dajin. So as they head towards the Tipsy Drow, they notice that out in front seems to be some very nice wagons. And King's personal guard, well, the prince's personal guards at the door. As they try to figure out what's going on, using some... No, you go back over there. He's in trouble. Using some mental magics and reading minds, they discovered that it is awake. They discover it's their wake. They've been gone for a while now. So the party is pretty much... Everyone believes the party's dead. So as they're trying to talk their way into the establishment, Naren comes out. Their liaison between them and the crown. So Naren comes out and is like, oh, and just kind of goes, but there y'all are you guys, you're dead, not dead, and he grabs them and pulls them in. Not dead. They're not dead. So within this area, what had happened was they were having a wake in the area that the demon hunters or demon killers, whatever their name was, that they presented themselves towards the prince as. The prince had decided to give them a wake in this area, just to stop through and honor their sacrifices for the city and for Longstreet. Come to find out that when they were leaving Longstreet, Lathandis watched them burn to ash. So they're trying to figure out how come they burned to ash. Was their body, what was going on? So they discussed this amongst themselves, and they presented a note to Hamelita. The note that they had received from Strahd, saying that saying that someone may have found a person to replace Strahd and to help Strahd out of his eternal torment. So, it was signed to H. So they presented this to Hamelita, and Ilaria, the secretary of Lord Zachariah, cast the Zone of Truth. So when they asked, is this yours? Hamelita goes, well, it does appear to be my handwriting. anyone, and it was the way the questions were asked versus the way the questions were answered, which has raised suspicion that the principal wants to investigate more, maybe. So the party has decided at this point to. Well, I'm not sure what the party's decided to do. Because after the little celebration, and there was, pictures. They wanted to take their pictures, but they realized that Dajan had a spot on the wall that he was going to hang them. So they're allowing him to keep them to hang up the wall. They're local celebrities. So now they went back to their base, took a long rest, and the next day decided to do a little bit of shopping. Come to find out, when I think about it, Vanique, who is playing my youngest son, Joshua, who's playing Vanique, the warlock, he's now a warlock, was a custom built class, but now I've said warlock was better options on it, has been hoarding his money since level 1. Doesn't buy anything unless he absolutely necessary. They have been fairly well taken care of. So he has something in the Nichang Holdings, which is a local bank. He has somewhere in the vicinity of 10 to 15,000 gold. He has a very large account. He is wealthy. I'm going to have to take that from him somehow. And I have an idea. I'm going to run a one-shot. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So they end up taking a rest, doing a little bit of shopping. Not a whole lot, just getting a couple of scrolls so Desiree can convert the scroll over to a spell. And that's pretty much where we ended. It wasn't a whole lot. There wasn't any combat. We didn't get to play for very long, but we at least got to play. This coming up week, we will see. Oh, there was also, since they were back, the princess decided to hold a banquet in their honor at the castle in 2 more days' time. Well, in 1 more day's time. So they have, in 2 days. So they did a day of shopping. So they have the rest of their shopping day plus most of the next day, and then they have a banquet they have to be at. We'll see what happens at the banquet. The banquet should be fun. So the session is coming really close to an end game. I'm curious to see how it goes. And the party may decide to do one other thing before they take on this in-game scenario. So we'll see. I don't know yet. I'm not sure they know yet. It's going to be interesting. So that's it. That's all I've got on the game. So we are back up and running. I'm so glad we're playing again. I'm so glad we're playing again. Now that this is up and running again, I'm getting ready to start up my other game again with my coworkers, which is going to take place in Oxorin, at the other side of the world. It may take place in Oxorin. It may take place in Tarim. Thinking Oxorin. I want to fill that out. Fill up some more names and places and stuff. Because I need to fill the world. I need to fill the world up more. But that's all I got for now, guys. Now I'm going to take a break from talking about D&D, and I want to talk about something else. This may gain some fans, may lose some fans. how do I go about this? Saying it. I want you to listen very closely. This was the best way I've heard it explained to me. You know, it's just I have some friends of mine who will be coming to play in the Thursday night game. That the playing in a D&D game is not something that's popular, especially if you're African American. And I'm glad they're inclusive. Black lives matter. All right, pure and simple. I saw one posting. You know, somebody, if you post off all lives matter, just go ahead and unsubscribe. That's how I feel. Yeah. So the way I heard it was Bob sits down to dinner at a table of 100 people. Bob deserves dinner. Bob's not getting dinner. Everyone else is getting dinner. Everyone deserves dinner. Yes, but Bob's not received any. So the African Americans have been put down so much in our country and our police force. Granted, there are a lot of good cops out there. I know. I've met a lot of good cops. But then there's some racist bastards that just it's got to stop. I got friends who we could both walk down the street and they're going to be the ones that get in trouble with the police because of the color of their skin. That's bullshit. It's pure and utter bullshit. And that's all I got to say on it. BLM, man. BLM. So, if you agree with that, hey, subscribe. Like the videos, subscribe, share, all of that good nonsense. I'm not going to push it at the beginning and force it down your throat. If you like it, well, you'll like it. If you don't, you don't. All I care about is you rolling some dice, man. So go forth and roll some dice.